You know I will stand the test just as long as you love me. Don't sing, I don't care if the bells don't ring, just as long as you love me. I don't care if the world don't turn, I don't care if the fire don't burn, just as long as you love me. So darling, let it rain, let it snow, let the cold north wind blow, just as long as you love me. North or south, east or west, you know I will stand the test just as long as you love me. Oh darling, just as long as you love me.
From 1964, Buckaroo and I Don't Care, Just As Long As You Love Me. Pioneers of Country with me, Dave. Lad Dunham is listening. Hey, Dave, which room are you in MIRC? So I send him a reply. It's #I Web Radio. It's the same one that you were in about a year ago. I think you joined us in there, or earlier in the year. But I send you the reply, so you'll probably get it. You can copy and paste. So hopefully you can make it into iWeb Radio. #I Web Radio. That's via a Star Chat server on MIRC, MIRC, or Internet Relay Chat, International Relay Chat, if you will. Lad Dunham, our great friend. We added 2 songs a week or so ago, 2 more from his great CD, In the Country with Lad Dunham, and here he is doing that great Elvis song, Promised Land. Lad Dunham.
Well, I left my home in Norfolk, Virginia, California on my mind. I straddled that Greyhound rolling in the rolling and on the cross-state line. I had a load of trouble that turned into a struggle halfway across Alabama. The hound broke down and left us all stranded in downtown Birmingham. Right away I bought me a freight train ticket riding across Mississippi clean. On the midnight flyer out of Birmingham, I was smoking into New Orleans. Somebody help me get out of Louisiana, just help me get to Houston town, where there's people there who care a lot about me and they won't let the poor boy down. Sure as you gone and bought me a silk suit and put a luggage in my hand, and I woke up high over Albuquerque on a jet to the promised land. Working on a T-bone steak out of Carter, flying across to the Golden State. Now the pilot told us in 13 minutes he would set us at the terminal gate. Swing low, chariot, come down easy, taxi to the terminal zone. Well, I hush your engine and cool your wings, let me make it to the telephone. Los Angeles, give me Norfolk, Virginia, fly one aboard 1009. Tell the folks back home this is the promised land calling and the poor boys on the line. Chariot, come down easy, taxi to the terminal zone. Well, I hush your engines and cool your wings and let me make it to the telephone. Los Angeles, Cali, Norfolk, Virginia, fly one aboard 1009. Tell the folks back home this is the promised land calling and the poor boys on the line. Tell the folks back home this is the promised land calling and the poor boys on the line.
That's Lad Dunham. who just showed up in the chat room. Lad and Daphne, I think, are both in there. They're in the chat room. They made it to Internet Relay Chat Room, #I Web Radio. Nice to see you in there, Lad and Daphne. Welcome to iWeb Radio and the chat room that we've been doing for many, many years here when we were on iWeb Radio. So you'll see a lot of great folks in there. Six String Stu, Dave, GB73D is Mike. He's from England, the Great Britain. And the Rad Surfer is a robot, I think, in there, who's monitoring us and making sure we stay within the limits. So company's coming. Oh, Six String Stu says, hey, company's coming in the wait for Lad to join us. So in that vein, here's Porter Wagner. Company's coming.
Oh, Mama, I'm excited. I'm almost out of breath. What I saw like to made me run myself to death. I was on the mountainside when I looked down below. And glory be, I thought I'd better come and let you know that we've got company coming. Company coming, we got company coming up the road. Day down the road about a mile, they'll be here in a little while. There's company coming up the road. Will Granny change your apron and Willie shine your shoes? Sally put your new dress on, we got no time to lose. I'll go find a welcome mat and spread it out with cheer. I don't know yet just who they are, can't make them out from here. But we got company coming, we got company coming up the road. They coming up the mountainside, Susie, don't you run and hide. There's company coming up the road. We'll run out to the hen house and wring a neck or two. We'll have chicken and dumplings and some yaller gravy too. Grandpa, get your fiddle down, they might want a tune. Everybody hurry, cause them folks will be here soon. We've got company coming, we got company coming up the road. Land of Goshen's Isle, how they'll be here any minute now. There's company coming up the road. Company coming, we've got company coming up the road. Land of Goshen's Isle, now they'll be here any minute now. There's company coming up the
road. There he is, Porter Wayne Wagner, and company's coming. Well, we've got company in the chat room. Daphne and Lad are listening, and they are in the chat room. They're participating in the Internet Relay Chat Room, #I Web Radio. It's the iWeb Radio chat room, but it's also you're also welcome from Live 365 if you're in there. I also always wanted to start a chat room for our Pioneers of Country on Live 365, but I just haven't got the time with work and everything. I'll deal with the shout-outs, but hey, you're in there, and that's all that matters. We're looking at some news in country music. Today's Saturday, November 9th. We're broadcasting live. My name's Dave. We're on iWeb Radio and Live 365. This show is called Pioneers of Country Live. We are very sad to hear that Betsy Smittle, Garth Brooks' half-sister and longtime member of his band, died, I think, last Saturday, November 2nd, in Oklahoma, at the age of 60 years old. Smittle was a bass guitarist player and vocalist who toured with Brooks' band, Stillwater, for several years. She performed on his 1991 debut album, Ropin' the Wind. Later albums included The Chase, In Pieces, Fresh Horses, and the double live concert album. She also appeared in the TV specials, such as This is Garth Brooks and This is Garth Brooks 2. Smittle's early musical inspiration came from her mother, the late Colleen Carroll, a country singer in the 1940s and 50s who was married to musician Jim Smittle. Following Carroll's divorce from Smittle, she married Troil Raymond Brooks. And that's where we got Garth Brooks from, I think. In addition to her work with Brooks, Smittle released a solo album, Rough Around the Edges, in 1994. Speaking of Garth Brooks, whatever happened to him? Well, I'll tell you whatever happened to him. Garth Brooks has partnered with CBS TV for a live broadcast of his final performance at the Wynn, Las Vegas. It'll be November 29th, this year, 2013. The special will be titled Garth Brooks, Live from Las Vegas. Brooks has been playing solo performances at the resort's Encore Theater for the past 3 years. The set list offers some of the music that influenced his musical direction, such as Merle Haggard, George Jones, as well as Simon and Garfunkel, James Taylor, Otis Redding, Bob Seger, George Strait, and many more. Brooks will also sing his own hits that were inspired by those influential songs. Between 1989 and 2007, Garth Brooks charted 36 top 10 country hits. Many of those singles, such as The Dance and Friends in Low Places, have become country classics. Blame it all on my roots, said Brooks. This is the soundtrack of my life. Growing up in the last of 6 kids, music was the lifeblood in our family. And you can imagine Mom, Dad, and each kid had his or her own favorite stuff, and it all funneled down to me. Brooks has performed only occasionally since retiring in 2001 to raise his children. In 2008, he played 5 concerts in 2 days in Los Angeles to raise donations to prevent fire disasters. And in 2010, he sold out 9 concerts in Nashville to raise money for area flood relief. In 2012, he was named the best-selling artist of the last 2 decades by Billboard, Nielsen, and SoundScan, with 68.5 million albums sold. He was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame that same year. I always say there was country music before Garth and country music after Garth, and Garth should not be blamed for the way country music is today. It's just that nobody could follow the guy. And here he is now. The song that put him on the charts, Garth Brooks.
Blame it all on my roots. I showed up in boots and ruined your black tie affair. The last one to know, the last one to show, I was the last one you thought you'd see there. And I saw the surprise and the fear in his eyes when I took his glass of champagne. And I toasted you, said, honey, we may be through, but you'll never hear me complain. 'Cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. And I'll be okay. I'm not big on social graces. Think I'll slip on down to the oasis. So I've got a friend in low places. Well, I guess I was wrong. I just don't belong. But then I've been there before. Everything's alright. I'll just say goodnight and I'll show myself to the door. Hey, I didn't mean to cause a big scene. Just give me an hour and then, well, all these highs that ivory town